Hi, I'm Tricia Farron, real estate agent with William Ravis in Newtown, Connecticut. And today I'm going to be talking about the steps that we're taking to put a half bathroom in our basement level. We have a walkout basement and there's a hot tub that's back there, and coming in wet and cold and to try and just get dried up in the middle of the basement floor has not been working for us. So for a long time we've been thinking about it, but finally the day is here. So in this podcast, I'm going to start to explain the process that we've been going through to plan for and execute a half bathroom on this lower level. Now what I can tell you is right from the start, we're going to be moving this door here over. We're actually changing all the doors that look like that in our basement and putting in barn doors to kind of give it more of a rustic feel. The contractor is going to put a wall here with the doors opening this way, and inside we're not only going to have a toilet and a sink, but we're going to add a dressing room area. We're really excited about this. Now honestly, the hardest part about this after making the decision to do it is picking all the elements. We have an orange tile floor in the entire basement, and the walls are kind of like a creamy yellow, which are not changing. So we started to contemplate the idea of making the bathroom a little bit different look, and it became completely overwhelming. So we said, no, let's keep the floor, let's keep the colors and work within that color scheme so we're not changing everything. Because I know me, I'll come out of the bathroom and see everything looking dingy and wanting everything to change. That's not in the budget. So instead, we're going to go ahead and find elements that are going to play into the way the color scheme and overall style of our basement is, and hopefully everything will look cohesive as if it was done from the start. So as we go through this podcast, you'll end up seeing what some of the demolition work will look like, some of the components that we've purchased, and how to interact with the contractors so that you make sure they're doing what your vision is and they're explaining to you the best way to do it. So I can tell you right now, we have to get a special kind of toilet because we have a septic and it has to pump up. And that limits the number of toilet styles that we can get. And it's quite pricey too. So it's information like this that's really helpful to know in advance so that when you're starting to put this design together, you know what your limitations are. So the next set is going to be watching these guys starting to take down the elements here and to build a wall. And that will be the first step of our half bath. I'm so excited. This is going to be day one of the start of our new bathroom. Now, you know I've been talking about the different designs that I've had in mind and the conflict I've had with trying to match the way this basement looks. But now it's actually time to take that design and put it into action. So I've hired Bill Brunetti and his team at Hunt Jack Construction. They're wonderful, and they have helped me with other projects for not only myself, but also my clients. So of course, I brought in the professionals to come and put everything together. Now I know one of the bigger challenges that we have, since it's a basement and we're on a septic, is the actual toilet. So Bill, can you please explain a little bit about the toilet that we need to get?
The toilet you need to get is going to be a rear ejection toilet. Most common toilets vent to the bottom and dispose of waste to the bottom. Because we have a concrete floor down here, you need to have something that's going to go out the rear of the toilet into a pump chamber, which will be located behind the wall right here. Once it goes into the pump chamber, it gets pumped up and out across the ceiling and into the existing waste pipe up on top here. We can also drain out the sinks and any other objects you might have in there that need wastewater disposal into that unit.
Excellent. So today, they're going to be getting everything ready. I know that Bill's moving the door over, we're putting in a new wall, and we're going to start to see some really big changes right away. Thanks, Bill. I can't wait to see it get done.
It's going to be fun.
So the crew has finished the first day's work. So I'm dying to see how far they got. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Well, we have a wall and they've moved the door. So this was important because this door could have been inside the bathroom, which would have been okay, except my oil tank is in there. So if we ever needed to replace it, we needed to be able to still maneuver it out. So they needed to move the door frame, I think it was like 18 to 20 inches over, so that it didn't interfere with the wall and still would be able to work with the oil tank. Let's see what's inside. Wow. This is the perfect size. It was so difficult to determine where to put this wall because I didn't want to take away my basement, my gym area. But this is going to be perfect. Can't wait for the next day. So I'm so excited because the first part of what actually took me the longest to make a decision has come, my sink. And the reason why it's taken a long time is because even though I would find sinks that I like, when trying to work with the color scheme that I have here, always caused me to hesitate. I looked at Wayfair, I looked at Overstock, I went to actual brick and mortar stores, and I didn't want to spend a fortune. I mean, I could have totally done that, but I was trying to keep it to a budget. And I found some really unique ones, but every time I was ready to push that button, I thought, this probably looks nice today, but one day I'm going to want to sell this house, and I don't want the new buyers to be like, that's kind of quirky. So I wanted to find something that was going to work, and I found it on Amazon. So this is pretty cool. This is going to be the material of the sink, which matches our bench here. Now this is what we've been using when we come out of the hot tub, but I'm pretty certain I'm probably going to get a second one of these and put it in the bathroom and use it as part of our dressing area. So to have the wood of the sink match made me very happy, as I like consistency. What was really difficult was the actual sink. Because we have an orange floor, I was able to find an actual bowl. It's kind of heavy. Oh, that's copper and black. And it's just so pretty. So it will be nice to match everything I have, but it won't be quirky later if anybody else buys this house. And what's really great is that it comes with all the components that are going to be needed to put it together, and the faucet, which the faucet, this could be a few $100s on its own. I just got a one piece, something simple. I mean, this is a half bath for the basement. So I'm trying to keep it simple, but I really do want it to be beautiful. And I think with all the pieces that are now starting to come together, it's going to actually be what I have envisioned in my head. So here at day 2, and I'm coming in to check on what the guys did today. First thing I noticed, they put the sink together. So it's really coming along nicely. It's going to look so pretty with the bowl on top. I also noticed that they have cleaned up around the frames of the doors, getting ready for the barn doors to be put in. This is new. I know that they had to take the light and center it, so I guess they had to cut this all out to make it accessible to them. The sheetrock is up, they've done the taping, just needs to be painted, and oh my goodness, we have light. This is crazy how much light is in here. So one thing to note is this is very bright. The rest of the basement has a much softer bulb, so I'm going to probably want them to have a little bit more consistency, because I know when I turned it on, it was really a lot of light. A lot of the work that they did today was behind the scenes, electrical work, getting ready for the plumbing, so it's not too much stuff that we could see. But what I do see, I like. I love the fact that we have light in here. This is cool. So we're here on day 4, getting ready to see what work has been done. We skipped day 3 because the kind of work they were doing was behind the scenes and it really didn't show much visual, so I didn't really know how much progress they made. But today, there's a lot more visual. I see that they've put the sink together. This is looking really beautiful. I think that the copper in the actual bowl is going to be so nice against the more orangey colored floor. And I love the distance that the faucet goes into the sink. It's going to be great. This is my husband. He's going to see the progress with me this time. Let's see. The toilet is being put together. And remember, Bill had said that it was going to be a special toilet. So I didn't really know if it was going to look differently, but looks like a toilet to me. Let's see. Okay, so they've also painted all the doorways. And they happened to notice that there was some nails that were popped up. They were cleaning all that up. They've put the sheetrock up on the ceiling where they had opened it up to recenter the light that we had there. So it looks like it's more cleanup work and kind of finalizing some things, getting ready to put the barn doors on. So we have some color in here.
Oh, wow.
That looks terrific. So I wanted them to paint this wall blue so that it matches a wall that we have out there. Oh, and they put molding. There's molding down on the, that looks beautiful. And it's been painted, same color of the
They
walls
changed the
out there. They changed the heater because the heater was so large in here that it was like a sauna. So they made it a little bit smaller to accommodate the space. I can see all the electrical, they just need to, oh, and all the plumbing is in too. So this is kind of cool. So the sink is gonna go here and the toilet here. They've got the space already ready for the light. It's really coming along. So we're on day 5 and the guys are pretty much done for now. We are waiting for some more things to come in from what I've ordered, including the doors and some things inside like the mirror. But they have gotten a lot of stuff in, so come on and look. We have a toilet and a sink, and I gotta say, the water pressure is really awesome on this faucet. I can't believe I got this whole thing from Amazon and it was like $250, including the sink and the faucet. I would have liked an elongated toilet, but honestly, you know, this is an extra bathroom, so I'm good with it. What's gonna happen is decor. Now I have some empty walls and some space for my dressing room, so I have the bench ordered, but I gotta really think, what am I gonna do to cover the window? What's going on the walls? I really want to keep this theme going through that I have through the whole basement, so I'm probably going to bring in some more wood and maybe some oil rub bronze hooks, but I think now I need to kind of take my time and just look and see how it's going to be. But in 5 days, I have a bathroom now downstairs, and it's going to be so convenient to have this. I'm thrilled that this is finally done, as I've been wanting this for so long. So the last episode will be once everything's in. So here we are, finally the big reveal day. Actually, this hasn't taken as long as you would expect it to take, but because some things needed to be done after we started and we realized we needed some tweaking done, that's what added a little extra time. But really, the whole project, I want to say, took maybe 4 or 5 days. Wasn't bad at all. So I wanted to show this is our original mudroom wall, which kind of came into play when I was decorating the bathroom because I wanted to mirror some of the colors and the overall look. I'm absolutely excited about the way the gym came out because I was concerned having to take some of the space that the gym had before was going to make this look too cluttered. But it's perfectly fine. We have plenty of room for floor work, for the machines, and for all the extra equipment that we have. The doors came out perfect. I'm really excited about these doors because before we had those doors that kept coming off the rail and they just kind of looked dated, but now it has this great usability, easy access to the closets, and everything matches. Our oil tank is in here, so if we ever need to change it, we still have plenty of room to do this. Before this was done, this doorway was actually a little bit over. They moved it and it looks like it was always supposed to be here. This is the new bathroom. Come on in. I love it. This has become my new favorite spot in the house. All the rustic charm matches the colors of the other wall. The lighting, every component of it couldn't possibly have come together even better than what I had imagined. And there were some things that we had to consider while we were doing this. The lighting was one thing, but the privacy here, I've ordered blinds, they're on order, it's gonna take a little bit, and I didn't wanna hold up the big reveal. But even though my garden is back there, you do need privacy when you go to the bathroom, and the blinds are gonna be perfect for that. Over here, we had to actually put a lock because it is a bathroom and people will be changing here. And it's so nice, it just fits perfectly. But in doing this, we also realized this piece of wood was actually added just to this door because the gap was too big. And if you're changing, somebody can kind of just peek in and you'd have no privacy. So Bill, the contractor, had suggested putting wood on both sides, and now there's privacy. On this side, we have plenty of storage. You can hang your towel right from the hook, and in here there's extra space for more towels, for extra amenities that the bathroom needs. This is it. This is my new half bath, and it was not nearly as difficult as I thought to have this all come together once I had the design in my head. That took the longest, but that was on me. Everything that the contractor did just moved right along. There were simple things. He changed the heater because it was going to be too hot in here. How many lights to put, like there's decisions that you make while he's doing it, but everything came together just as I wanted, and now we have a half bathroom on our lower level, which is going to add value to our house, and the usability is fantastic. And now I have a new favorite place in my home. So I'm Trisha Farron. Thank you for watching Keeping the Real in Real Estate. Real estate is not only about what's going on in the market, but also what's happening in your own house. So whether you're putting in a bathroom or a home gym, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. And of course, if you're ready to buy or sell, I'm your girl.